Hello everybody. So sorry, but David was not available today, so here I am. So I'm a project leader on Saint-Etienne on Movizy2. It's the MaaS solution Transdev is about to launch. I can tell you right now when it's going to be on the store, but it will be in the next weeks. So just to start, my first question when I do this presentation is to ask you how many applications do you have on your phone, mobility application. If you can't, you have SNCF, BlaBlaCar, well, especially for the French SNCF, public transport, and so many others, Jet, Uber, Captain, and so on. And so one of the MaaS commitment is to build just one app inside gathering other modes, so it will be really easy for you to take a cab or maybe a bicycle or maybe an e-scooter or whatever. So just to start, a little overview about the market. As you can see, everybody is interested in MaaS. We have a lot of competitors, and there is a lot of competitors coming from different fields. And you have on the right side maybe the more traditional ones. The left side with Transdev, RATP-Dev, SNCF working on MaaS. But you have also some car fleet management and insurance like BMW, Renault, Indigo, and whatever. And above all, the GAFAs. They are working on it. So no surprise, we are all interested in MaaS, but there is a lot to do. So just a quick overview about Transdev and our first initiatives about MaaS. So as you can see on the map, Transdev is a public transport operator historically, and we are present in 19 countries over the world. The countries are in red, and we have some shares in WIM. It's the application developed by MaaS Global. They were the first to develop it in Helsinki, and we have 12% inside MaaS Global. And we have also some shares in Transdev. It's another type of MaaS application because WIM is more B2C and Transdev it's also B2C but for the infrequent long-distance traveler. So for example, if you go to Berlin or Stockholm, I don't know, for business you're an infrequent long-distance traveler. So Transdev is targeting this type of clients. And we have also two initiatives. The first one was in Mulhouse, so launched last year. You can find it on the store, so I invite you to download it and to see how it works because it's really concrete and I tested on the ground. So I took a bicycle in Mulhouse, I ride a car also, and I took the public transport and I also parked because there is parking in Mulhouse. And soon Saint-Etienne is going to be launched with the possibility to do some research thanks to the trip planning. It's an intermodal trip planning, and also you can buy public transport, order a cab and pay with your app, car sharing, and also bikes. And everything is really easy. You just have to create one account. We will ask you just one time your credit card. Don't worry about it. And then you will buy what you want. So Transdev, of course, thinks that is a real leader for the MaaS because we are a public transport operator historically, so we know our client, the PTA. We are used to deal with them. We are used to provide them the solutions they are expected. And also because we are public service oriented instead of other companies like maybe the GAFAs. And our objective is really to help the PTA to develop public services. That explains why, if you remember the first slide with other films, there were different type of films, and we are targeting different type of business. For example, the GAFA are more targeting the direct customers. Instead of us, like Transdev, we are more targeting the PTA because they are our historical clients, and we also believe that they have a big part to play on MaaS because it ripples on 6 pillars ensuring PTA's governance. For us, the PTAs has to be in charge of it because they are aiming some public services issues and they are dealing with the equality instead of some maybe Ubers who would like to promote the more lucrative solutions instead of the PTA, which aims to serve all of its inhabitants. And also the solution could be neutral and can be operated by anyone if the PTA is in charge. So Transdev believes that the PTA has to roll this. There are several case-take facts about MaaS solutions. So the first one is the UX. So I mean the user flow. We all know right now when you download an app, if it's not easy, if you have to read how to use it, you will cancel it really quickly. So we have to be really accurate about the flow, about it, how it works. So the people right now are used to use some easy apps. So that's one of the key pillars for us. Then there is also the partnerships and contract management, in the sense that I agree totally with Marco, we have to go together for MaaS because alone we can do it. Once again, we saw that Uber is trying to do this. He has already the bikes, the taxis, of course, the e-scooters and the delivery of food, but I think they won't achieve it alone. So it's a story about partnerships and contracts. Not only about mobility modes, but also about maybe insurance and other aspects. Also, one of the key stakes for MaaS solution is to help to improve the network because we will collect a lot of data and it will be a way to improve the connection between the different modes. Because as we see right now in France, there are several contracts for each mode. So sometimes every provider is working on its own about its own issues. But if we had one solution, seeing how the people are traveling, where are the breaks, what we can do to improve, maybe it will be a good thing for everybody, for every mode. And another case take, as I said, it's the data collections and science. And maybe one of the issues about MaaS solution is that we haven't found yet a business model. So we are all working on it, but if you have already read some articles about this, there is no business model yet found about MaaS. And that was all, because Jean-Luc told me 3 or 4 slides, so if you have any question, feel free. I can talk about Saint-Étienne as long as you want.